Hi guys, this is a video update for our first day in Paris. Today is, what, Friday?
Friday, the 10th?
July
10th? Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, we just finished sightseeing our first day in Paris.
In Paris.
Yeah,
beautiful Paris, France.
Yes, got here last night, pretty late.
Yeah, actually we got here this morning.
Yes,
technically.
early this morning, as we mentioned in our last video. And so we started our day late. But how did we start it?
We started the day with making our way on the metro station, which we had never experienced, to the Eiffel Tower. We just decided to go for the big one first. So yeah, we did that, and it was not crowded. It was afternoon.
Yeah, I probably got there
12:30? Oh.
You might be right, I don't know.
Sometime.
Yes.
We got there at one point.
Yeah, and then just hung out. There's like some green space like on both sides, or like two sides of the Eiffel Tower. So we sat and just kind of stared at it for a while.
We got some very strange attention our first day. So when we were sitting on the, I don't know, I have no sense of direction in anywhere other than Colorado because of the mountains. So I have no idea, east, west, north, south, whatever. We were on one side of the Eiffel Tower. A young lady came up to us and asked if she could have a pen. We did not know we didn't realize that she meant actually have it forever. So Jonathan let her use his pen and she walked away. And we were like, what just happened? So we followed her and we got our pen back. Yeah. And then we went and we enjoyed the seeing the Eiffel Tower. We actually got lunch from one of the little cafes. If you share one of the sandwiches, which is just in like this really long baguette, it's like a really cheap, affordable lunch. And we just sat on a bench and enjoyed, we love to people watch. So we enjoyed that. And we, just enjoyed being near the Eiffel Tower, and we were just looking at it, and yeah. And while we were sitting there, a street caricature drawer, artist came up to us and said that he liked Jonathan's face and wanted to draw it. So he did that, and we didn't buy it. So he basically wasted like 10 minutes.
Yeah, he wasn't that good.
He wasn't very good.
Yeah. And yeah, we weren't gonna buy it regardless.
Yeah. He was like, I just like his face, and I would like to draw it. And I was like, okay, sure. And I was like, but we don't have to pay for it, right? And he's like, no, if you like it, you can take, you can pay me for it. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna like it. So, anyways, so he did that. And then we left and went on to the other side of the Eiffel Tower so we could get that view. And while we were sitting there, a woman came up to us asking me to sign some petition thing and donate money and stuff. So just, there are a lot of people trying to sell you stuff and take your pens in Paris.
Yes.
So beware.
Moral of the story, yes. And from there, we walked towards the Arc de Triomphe, which was...
Oh, and we got passed by this, like, bicycle tour thing. Not the Tour de France, because
I don't know what it was.
Everything would be blocked off. And,
but yeah, it was like a big parade of
yellow clad,
like several hundred bicyclists.
Yeah, clad in yellow, all of them, from like
Paris.
Norway and Sweden and stuff. So we don't know what the cause was, or but
it was important.
It's pretty cool. We walked along the Seine on our way to the Arc de Triomphe, and that was really cool.
Yeah, that was about a mile walk, I think, and got to the Arc de Triomphe, sat around there. Yeah, we didn't pay for anything at Eiffel Tower.
No,
we didn't pay to
not
go
worth
up,
it to us.
and didn't pay to go up in the Arc de Triomphe either.
Yep.
And so that was free.
Yes.
Sat around there for a while. It's really big and definitely worth seeing because it's free.
Yes, definitely a very cool part of seeing Paris. I think both. Even if you don't pay for it, they're iconic, and I don't know, it's worth it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there we walked down the
Champs-Élysées to the Louvre.
Yes. On the walk, it what, I don't know. It's just like, it's basically just a bunch of like high-end shopping. So if that's your thing, then
yeah, they've got a lot of really cool places to eat.
Wasn't our thing because we're not looking to spend tons of money on
things you could get in the United States.
Yeah, stuff you don't
we
need.
did see this really cool Abercrombie and Fitch though. It's like gigantic and it's like gated off and it's really fancy and stuff. I don't know what the significance of it is,
in
but
the States, Abercrombie and Fitch is like not
that big of a deal. Yeah, but here, along the Champs-Élysées, there's a really amazing Abercrombie and Fitch. So yeah,
it was cool to
if
go
you
to.
really love Abercrombie and Fitch, Paris is the place to go.
Apparently,
so.
they love it or something.
Yeah, but there's a lot of really cool places to eat along the Champs-Élysées, which are super pricey. But if you are willing to pay the money for the experience, I'm sure it would be really fun. So yeah.
Yeah, and then walk down towards the Louvre, and if you take the Champs-Élysées towards the Louvre, you pass through more like parks and green space and stuff.
Which is pretty cool. You get to see France, just people living in Paris.
Yeah, there's like kind of a clear divide between where the shopping
touristy area
half of Champs-Élysées is, and then it like turns into like quiet parks, which is nice.
Yeah.
So sat there for a while.
Yes. And then we got into the big gigantic green space that
it's right by the Louvre.
Leads up to the Louvre, and there's so much seating in that area. There's so many little places to eat, and you can like take away and like pay less, or you can sit under these umbrellas, or you can just find like there's tons of seating everywhere. There's just like chairs that I don't know who the city puts out for the public to use, and you can just sit there. And we had these delicious Nutella crepes, which are my new favorite food ever, and we had another sandwich, and we didn't pay that much, not that expensive, so we've been able to eat out here in France for fairly reasonable prices. We just always share, and we don't try and go super fancy. You know, if you're like a big foodie, then you know you can definitely spend a ton of money here in France. But if you're just here to like enjoy being in the city and you're not really wanting to put a huge emphasis on food, then it's pretty affordable.
We're gonna go grocery shopping tomorrow, so hopefully
we'll let you know.
Go well.
Yes. But after we ate our little dinner, we walked up to the Louvre, and it's beautiful, and it wasn't super crowded. It wasn't super crowded anywhere today. Even on the metro, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
And we got into the Louvre for 100% free. That's amazing.
Yeah, apparently do you think it's every Friday night?
It's every Friday night.
After 6 o'clock?
After 6 p.m. every Friday night, in these like certain months of the year, they let in people who are under 26 to the Louvre for completely free. All you need to do is you stand in the line to go through security, which can get kind of long. We actually went up and asked a guy for help. We were just like, are we correct in thinking that we can get in for free? And he's like, yeah. And he let us in the priority line. So, yeah.
But yeah, there's a little bit of a line just to go through security, but it was super lax, so I'm assuming it wouldn't take very long to get through if you had to wait in line.
Even if you have to wait in the long line. But when you get in there, you don't even have to go to the ticket office or anything. You just, this is if you're getting in for free and you're under 26 and it's a Friday between certain months of the year. That you just take your ID up to whichever gallery you're going into and you just show it to them and they're like, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, we did yet another Rick Steves audio guide. He has kind of like the big highlights of all the super important pieces of art that are in the Louvre. So that lasted like
an hour.
45 or 50 minutes.
Yeah, we stretched it out to like an hour, but we highly recommend these audio guides. They're great.
Yeah, so we got to see the big stuff. We saw, what did we see?
We saw the Venus de Milo. We saw the Mona Lisa. We saw some other stuff that I can't name, but we saw a lot of antique Grecian sculptures. We saw we saw like the Slaves by Michelangelo. I don't know if that's its official name. We also saw
Mm-hmm.
We also saw some French Renaissance paintings, some really famous paintings. We saw, I don't know what they're called exactly, but yeah, we saw a lot of really amazing things.
Yes, they're all things that I had like seen before, but
right.
Neither of us are art buffs. So.
No, we're not art history buffs at all.
Yes.
Clearly not, because I couldn't even say it right. So, but needless to say, even if you're not an art history buff, you can still get a lot out of the experience with an audio guide.
Yeah, so you know what you're looking at.
So you know what you're looking at, and in the Rick Steves audio guides, he always like goes into, he like describes the picture or the painting. I said picture, ridiculous. He always describes the painting, and he talks about like the history, and he talks about the artist and stuff. So it's informative, it's awesome, and yeah, if you're doing something like this, a 21-day trip where you're going to be seeing a ton of stuff, and you really don't have that much time to spend in each museum, each gigantic museum, seeing the highlights is, what you can do. Mm-hmm. Oh, we also saw Lady Victory, the headless winged statue, which is pretty famous, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so we did that for a while, and normally it'd be €15 admission. So I don't know if it's worth that if you're an art person or art history person.
It probably is.
Yeah, it's like, the museum of all art museums.
Yeah.
So it probably is. Wouldn't be probably for us, as we're not art
history
people.
Buffs, yes, as we
but,
said.
Yeah, we got it for free, so it was totally
completely worth it. It was amazing. Really, really cool experience to have. And it wasn't super crowded at that time either, even with free admission. Not a lot of people actually knew about it either. So I'm pretty sure they let you pay, even if
you don't ask.
Even if you're under 21, they can tell.
26.
Even if you're under 26, and they can tell that you are. I don't think that they tell you. It's not very well known. So yeah.
It's on their website. So. Yes, make sure that you take advantage of that if you're going to be in Paris on a Friday.
Yeah, between, I think it's like April and October.
Yeah.
Something like that. But go to the Louvre website, look it up for yourself, and actually I recommend doing research about any place you're going to go to see if you can get free admission, to see if you qualify. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then back at the Airbnb now.
Yes.
And yeah, that was our day. Kind of a shorter day.
Yeah.
We got out late, but we saw basically the really, really big things that people come to see in Paris.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was great. And
we've got more days ahead of us to see more things, and we're excited. So
3 more days in Paris.
Yep. This is our last country, our last stop on our big 21-day trip to the United Kingdom and Europe. And we've been having an amazing time. We've felt really safe the whole time that we've been here. I'd say like all the places we went to, maybe Rome was a little sketchy, but we've been able to navigate pretty much everything without knowing any language. We know how to say hello and thank you, and like where's the bathroom in each language that we've needed to be able to speak. But and also, and how do you speak English?
Yes.
we know that. And that's actually been extremely effective. We feel really spoiled because pretty much everybody speaks English.
Yeah.
Just realistically. And it's a huge blessing to be able to do this and, pretty much travel without any difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been using EasyJet too. Our impression is it would not be pleasant to do for a very long flight, but if you're just traveling in Europe, going from country to country, it's really great. Good prices, and the stewardesses are really nice and helpful, and they give you information about like metro and stuff like that. So they're great. Just not for like a 9-hour flight, which I don't think they even do that anyways. But.
Well, no one wants to fly economy.
Yeah.
It feels like a normal economy flight. It's not great, but okay. Well, anything else?
I don't think so. Paris is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Stay tuned for more.
Yes, we'll update you tomorrow what we see. And thanks for watching. If you enjoy these, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. If you'd like to search for the hashtag Miranda's on the Move, you can see what pictures and videos we're taking of the sites. Yes. And thank you for watching.
Yeah.
And have a good day. Bye, guys.